Hey, second graders, it's great to be with you today. Today we are on day 11 of our packet. Today's date is April 15th, 2020. I am excited to work with you with math today. We're going to continue using coins, and so use your resources to help you out. There are so many informative papers in your packet that can really help you with this. Let's get started. Second graders, this is review from so long ago. I know you'll understand it right away. How many ones equals 110? 10 ones equals 110. We know that if we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, we get a 10 and we can bundle it up. How many 10s equal 100? 10 10s equals 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. We can bundle it up. So, knowing this information, how many ones equals 100? 100 ones equals 100. Good work, second graders. We can use this same idea with pennies, dimes, and ones. So if we look at pennies, pennies are worth 1 cent. So how many pennies equals a dime, which is worth 10 cents? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just like ones, 10 pennies equals 1 dime, which is just like a 10. How many dimes equal $1? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. There are 10 dimes. 10 dimes or 10 tens equals $1 or 100. Do you see how what we did way back at the beginning of the year is helping us count money today? That's so exciting. If you are noticing a pattern, you are doing an amazing job. Now we're going to talk about how many ones equals 100 again. But this time, we're going to be thinking about the ones being pennies. So how many pennies would equal $1? Any ideas? 100 pennies equals $1. Or 100 ones equals 100. It's the same idea. Instead of a 1, though, we have a penny. Instead of a 10, we have a dime. And instead of 100, we have $1. Good work. Let's take a look at this word problem. Caleb has 4 dimes. How much is a dime worth? A dime is worth 10, so I'm going to put 10 above it so I remember. 1 quarter. How much is a quarter worth? A quarter is worth 25, so I'm going to put 25 above it. 2 nickels. How much is a nickel worth? A nickel is worth 5. To spend at the snack stand. Brandon has 3 coins, but do we know what his coins are? We don't, so I'm putting a question mark. But he has the same amount of money to spend. So what coins must Brandon have? How do you know? Well, first, we need to find out the amount of money that Caleb has. We know what coins he has, but we don't know how much money that is. So just like we did in the past, we're going to be looking for how much is 4 dimes. Remember, a dime is worth 10, so we could skip count 4 times for 10. 10, 20, 30, 40. Caleb has 40 cents in dimes, but we're not done. He has 1 quarter. 1 quarter is worth 25 cents. We would add that up. 0 plus 5 is 5. 4 plus 2 is 6. So 65 cents. Good. And then 2 nickels. 2 nickels is 5. So 5 plus 5. What does that equal? That equals 10. Good. So 65 plus 10 is, any ideas? We're just adding a 10 to it. It's 75 cents. Good work. So Brandon has 3 coins that equal 75 cents. He only has 3 coins. What must those coins be? Second graders, we're going to go back to our ideas of skip counting for quarters. When we skip count quarters or 25, we go 25, 50, and then 75. So how many quarters would that be? It would be 1, 2, 3. So what coins must Brandon have? Brandon must have quarters. And so our answer is not 75 cents, and it's not 3. The answer is actually quarters. Second graders, make sure that when you're doing your application problem, you're answering the actual question. When we're looking at your work, we're noticing a lot of friends are doing the math and doing a great job, but then answering a different question. Make sure that you are answering the question. Brandon must have quarters, and the way that we know is that 3 quarters are the only amount of coins that it could equal 75 cents. Good work. Let's try another problem. Yamilise has 3 quarters. We just did this. How much is 3 quarters? 3 quarters is 75 cents. We don't even need to do the math for that because we can skip count it. 25, 50, 75. Alejandra and Elijah both have the same amount of money, so they both have 75 cents, but they have different coins. So now you're going to be thinking, what combination of coins could they have? It doesn't have to be 3 coins. It can be any number of coins. I want you to come up with one idea for Alejandra and one idea for Elijah. What kind of coins could they have? Press pause on the video. Make up some coin combinations to make 75 cents, and then come back, and I'll show you 2 ideas as well. Did you come up with some great answers? I bet. Take a look at 2 of my answers. These could be different than yours. Every brain works differently, and this is an open-ended question. You could have a different answer than I do. I have that Alejandra has 1 quarter and 5 dimes. Skip count with me to see if we are correct. 25, 35, 45, 50, 55, 65. Do I have enough? 75. Good job. 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75. Yeah. So 1 quarter and 5 dimes could equal 75 cents. Let's take a look at what I put for Elijah. Again, doesn't have to be the only answer. 25, 50, 60, 70, 75. I have 75 cents here. I have 2 quarters, 2 dimes, 1 nickel. If you got different answers, awesome. Will you send them to me? I would love to see them. Let's try one more together. Cecilia bought a drink. The cashier gave her these coins back. 2 quarters, 1 dime, 3 nickels. Show a different combination of coins that has the same value. So first, we need to find out how much money Cecilia has. If Cecilia has 2 quarters, I bet we could skip count that right now. 25, 50. So if she has 2 quarters, she has 50 cents already. Plus 1 dime. 1 dime equals how much? It equals 10. And 3 nickels. Let's skip count 5 3 times. 5, 10, 15. So we would get 15. It's a pretty easy addition. Let's see if we can do it in our heads. 50 plus 10, we're only changing the tens, is 60. 60, we're adding 5 ones, so we're still going to get 5. And then 1 more plus 60, 1 more 10 plus 60 is 70. So again, we're dealing with 75. Good job. Think of a different combination of coins that could be 75. Send it to your teacher. We would love to see it. If you said 75 pennies, if you said 7 dimes and 5 pennies, if you said 5 nickels and 2 quarters, you would have gotten 75 cents. Be creative. We love to see it. Okay, let's take a look at the application problems for today. For day 11, problem 2. Dante has some money in a jar. He puts 8 nickels into the jar. Now he has 100 cents. How much money was in the jar at first? So what do we know? We know that Dante has 100 cents. We know that of those 100 cents, 8 are nickels, and nickels are worth 5. So I'm going to put 8n equals 5 cents so that we know. What are we trying to find? We're trying to find how much money was in the jar first. So without 8 nickels, how much money was there? So we would do 100 minus the 8 nickels. And the unit that we're dealing with is cents. How will we use the information to solve the problem? What will you do to solve it? In this case, we are going to subtract. Second graders, I am noticing that on a lot of your work, you are not telling me how you're using the information. Remember, it's important that you're using different strategies, but you need to be able to tell us what strategies you're using. So in this case, we are subtracting. And now we're going to solve. First, we need to know how much 8 nickels are. So we're going to skip count by 5s 8 times. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So 8 nickels equals 40 cents. 100 minus 40. What is that? That is 60 cents. And again, that should be something that you can do quickly in your head because it is all friendly numbers, 60 cents. But the problem is not done. Below this problem, it says, write a statement to answer the question. So now, second graders, you need to write a statement that answers how much money was in the jar at first. You could say, there were 60 cents in the jar at first. But you need to write a statement. When you're done, send the picture to your teacher. I can't wait to see your work.